In 2005, my husband was murdered, and at that point, I became a widow. So after that, it was like, here goes my story of just the life I thought God wanted for me, right? Everyone dreams someday I'm gonna get married and I'm gonna have a house and kids. And we think of our life and our dreams as this big grand thing. And so when you face such a loss like that, you just think, what now? And everything for me was wrapped up in him. I knew right away that God wanted to use his story, but I didn't realize that God also wanted to use my story. So that night that he died, I actually went home and I was looking through boxes and I found his testimony laying inside of a box that I had never opened before. Again, we had only been married a very short time. And when I found his testimony, I knew that night at his funeral, I had to share his testimony and had to share that God really loves us and he has a place prepared for us. God was still like, I have hopes and plans and a future for you, and trying to know what that was has led me to where I am today. Honestly, it's been now 16 years and 16 years of God just using this story in different ways in different people's lives. And unfortunately, in that time, facing more and more personal loss, and the more personal loss I felt, I just thought, okay, this gotta keep going. You know, you can't give up. And God was there pushing me and helping me, and he was alongside me. But when the first person came to me that I didn't even know, and again, I was helping her, it was only 2 months after, and I just thought, God, why am I here? Why am I doing this? You know, you have all these people, she has all these people in her life, so many other people God could have had in her life at that moment. And he just simply told me, because you have me. Like, God wanted this for me so that I could help other people going through that loss. And so now I'm remarried. I have 3 beautiful children, and it has been such a blessing now to just see so many things in my life restored. And that would have never happened if I honestly, I call it letting the enemy win in my story, because there were so many attacks, there were so many things, there's so many times I wanted to give up. And again, God was just persistent. He was faithful. And looking now back and seeing how he has used every pain, every struggle, every loss, and now to look at how I can help and incorporate that into the people and the families I serve, and especially the women I serve, because the women I serve mainly are women that have been widowed. That led me to where I am today. I just started my own nonprofit, which it is a ministry, but it's called Joy in the Morning. And the reason I'm calling it that is because so many times we face loss and we think we have to be either happy or we separate these two emotions. But when God tells us we can have joy in the morning, so in the midst of suffering, in the midst of pain, in the midst of loss, that is why I named it that, so that people feel the hope and people know that literally through anything, if you have the Lord, you can get through this. And when you look at taking a risk in your life, like trying again, some people think of it's like you're starting over, but you're not starting over. It's a different plan, and it's maybe not the one we planned for ourselves. But I feel like when we look at this series and think about risk, there's always life on the other side of risk. God has promised us eternal life. So we need to know, no matter what happens in our life, no matter what happens to us, there will be life.